This is the story of World War II when the Soviet Union took all German soldiers prisoner after the war ended. At the beginning of the movie, we are shown a prison camp in Siberia where there are many prisoners who were taken prisoner. It is said that all of them are German soldiers. Actually, the World War II is over, and now German soldiers have been brought here as prisoners, and they are made to work here. One of them is Clement Forel, who was imprisoned for 25 years. He has been sentenced to 25 years, which means he will have to work hard here for 25 years. He wants to run away from here because he wants to go to his wife and daughter. The security here is not very strict because running away from here means death. There is snow and cold all around. If a prisoner escapes from here, he will freeze to death in the cold. But Clemens is not worried about this. He just wants to get out of here by any means. One night he gets a chance and he leaves from here in a coal cart. He looks at the sky and is very happy to see the stars, but then suddenly the vehicle stops, and when he tries to stick his head out of the vehicle and look, a Soviet officer sees him and brings him back to the camp. He is taken to a cell and kept in it. It is extremely cold there, and it is raining heavily. He is not given any food to eat, but he survives that torture. After 3 days, Verdun takes him out and says that your companions are waiting for you. After this, he goes to the same place where his companions are, who are very angry to see him, because for the last 3 days, Clement. Because of this, none of them got any food, and now all of them attack Clement mercilessly, due to which Clement gets badly injured. After which a doctor who is one of these prisoners comes to him to treat Clement. Clemens comes and says that I do not want to stay here and die. I want to go back to Germany to my wife and daughter. The doctor says that it is impossible to escape from here. If you escape from here, you will die in the cold. And the truth is also that even if you do not escape, you will be killed because the Soviets who make you dig lead here slowly expose you to the cold. It goes inside your body and gives a dangerous disease to the person from which no person can survive. And that is why the doctor himself becomes ill and says that you must run away. He gives him his warm clothes and tells him that the railway food has been hidden at various places on the line. He gives away the shoes he has with him and also gives him a gun. Actually, the doctor himself wanted to run away from here, but now he is going to die very soon. That is why there is no point in running away from here. So he gives all the things he had prepared for his escape to Clemens. He also gives him his lunchbox and says that if you run away from here and reach there safely, then when you reach outside, give this to my family and tell them that I am no longer in this world. There is a snowstorm on the same night. When the storm in the morning, Clement escapes again. Verdun comes to know about this and goes to the doctor, but now the doctor is dead. Verdun becomes very angry that Clement has escaped again. He calls his soldiers to help him. Clemens is sent to capture him, but no one can find him. Everyone says that he must be dead because it is extremely cold all around, and any person would freeze to death. But Worden is sure that Clemens is alive, so he continues his search, while we are shown Clemens, who is slowly moving forward, enduring the snowstorm. It has been 9 days since he has been walking in the snow when he hears the sound of dogs barking. When he looks back, he sees a sled coming towards him. He falls down on the spot and the sled passes over him. Then his eyes open and he sees that it was a dream of his. Clemens is. He is very scared of the dream. He is very tired due to walking for many days. His food is also finished. He is hungry and thirsty. That is why he falls there and becomes unconscious. After some time, he regains consciousness. Actually, he hears someone's voice. Then he sees that there is a seal in front of him. He is hiding in his. He takes out his gun and fires at her, but the bullet doesn't hit the seal. The seal starts running away. Clemens follows her and she hides behind an iceberg. But before she can go out of his sight, Clemens attacks her. He takes aim and his last bullet hits the right target, killing the seal. This means that Clement now has food too. Clement has eaten a lot of food after many days today. After this, he takes rest for a while. And after taking rest, he leaves from here once again. He also has a compass with which he keeps checking his direction. Also, to keep his mind active, he always keeps talking to himself. He has been walking continuously for 2 months, and one day he sees a dry tree in front of him, seeing which he becomes happy. Today, 2 months have passed. After he sees something that means he is now out of the Arctic ice, the warden is shown on the other side, still trying to find Clemens, and tells his soldiers that you find him at any cost within a radius of 500 meters and bring him back. I am sure that he is still alive. After this, we are shown Clemens, who has now reached the forest where all the trees are completely dry. Then there is a snowstorm, due to which the trees start breaking and falling, and one of these trees falls on Clemens, but luckily for him, there are two people here who have come here in search of gold. Both of them together have reached the lake. The ice has melted and the flow of the rivers has become as before. All three of them make a wooden raft, and sitting on that raft, they start moving ahead across the lake, but then the river. The current in the river becomes strong, and one of his companions falls down. Clemens, without caring for his life, runs away. To save him, he jumps into the river and with great difficulty brings his friend to the riverbank. But his other friend goes ahead alone in the raft, and after some time he reaches the place where, but he had stayed with his friend, and he also had some small pieces of gold with him. He went to the place of Barfi in the jungle to search for them. Greed comes in his mind, and he thinks that his friend is now dead. Now all this gold will be mine, but after some time his partner and Clemens both reach there. Now the person whose life Clemens had saved realizes that his partner has betrayed him. He had intentionally taken the raft from there, and that is why he shoots him, after which both Clemens and that man leave from there. But it is not that easy to get out from here. They keep moving continuously, and now they have been here for many months. Once again, they encounter snow, and now they start moving forward in the snow. And Clemens tells him that you give me your bag for a while, you are very tired. But he thinks that Clemens wants to steal his gold, so he attacks Clemens with that bag, due to which Clemens falls from the top to the bottom. Because of this, Clemens falls unconscious. After a while, he wakes up to the sound of wolves. He sees that many wolves are coming towards him to hunt him. He climbs up a tree to save his life, but the wolves chase him. The tree catches hold of the feet. The tree is very thin, due to which the tree breaks. But before the wolves can make them their prey, then suddenly they hear the sound of gunfire. Actually, here some local people of Posse killed all the wolves. They save Clemens' life and bring him to their village. When Clemens regains consciousness, he sees that he is in a village. He is very happy to see this, but then he finds a Soviet soldier from their army. A message comes in which they are told that a German soldier has escaped from our camp. If anyone can find him, knowing that if he gives him shelter, he will be killed. The local people there tell Clem that he has to leave from here. His life is in danger here. They also give Clem a lot of food and a dog for the journey, so that he has a companion in his journey. Now he keeps moving forward with his dog on foot for a year. One day he reaches a place where there are many mill workers. Clemens' dog goes to them. He goes there to save his dog. The mill workers recognize Clem and take him to their owner. Clem tells him his whole story, and he feels pity for him. He takes Clem home. They put him on a train that will help him get out of here. Clemens is very happy, thinking that he will soon reach West Germany to be with his family. Now on the way, there is a station where Clem sees that there are many Soviet soldiers there. All of them are soldiers. He understands that the mill owner and the workers have cheated him. In fact, he has already informed the warden about the train, and the warden is waiting for him at the station. But before the warden can reach him, Clemens gets off the train with his dog and runs away. The Soviet soldiers catch him, they chase him, and then Clemens sees the warden standing in front of him. The warden wants to arrest him, but before he can do so, his dog attacks the warden, giving him a chance to escape. Clemens starts running away from here. Then he hears the sound of bullets. He understands that his dog has been killed. Seeing this, Clemens feels very sad, but he cannot stop here. He keeps running away. Soviet soldiers are chasing him. Clemens reaches a bridge under which a train is passing. He jumps onto the train and thus escapes the Soviet soldiers once again. He continues his journey for many months, and he is very hungry. He reaches a fair where there is a lot of delicious food, but he has no money. He sees two girls selling pancakes, but he cannot buy them, and he starts to leave from there when he sees a girl in front of him. A girl takes pity on him and gives a piece of pancake to a child and tells him to give it to that man. Clemens is very happy to eat it. In fact, he has now reached Central Asia, where a Polish, the Jush man, sees him and gets suspicious of him and follows him. Clemens goes to a church and prays. Then the Jush man comes to him and tells him that he was also a Barrage. "You don't worry, I will help you," and he takes him to his house where he shaved after many years. And today he has come in his real form after many years. That very man makes a passport for him and says that you can go back home. Clemens becomes very emotional and goes to the Iranian border to return his passport. He shows it and is allowed to cross the border. Clemens is very happy, thinking that he will now be able to return home to his family, and a light appears in his eyes as he is crossing the bridge. And the next moment he sees the warden standing in front of him. He looks back and realizes that he is still on Soviet territory, which means that the warden can arrest him. Seeing this, he is completely devastated. This is because his 7 years of hard work has gone to waste. 7 years ago, he escaped from the Soviet prison. And today, after 7 years when he could have gone back home, Warden caught him, but then Warden moved out of his way. Seeing this, Clement does not believe it, and he slowly moves forward, but the warden does not stop him. Actually, Clement is a spy. That is why he does not arrest him. But Warden also wins because 7 years ago, he had sworn that he would kill anyone. We'll catch Clemens at any price, and if he caught him today, it means that Clemens wins and he lets him go from there. After this, Clemens reaches West Germany where his home is. Today is Christmas Day, and he sees that his wife and his daughter are leaving for the church. Clemens follows them, and he reaches the church where his daughter sees him in the church, recognizes her dad and hugs him, and in this way, Clemens meets his family after many years. And this is the end of the movie. If this happens, I hope you like this video. If you like this video, then like this video and subscribe to our channel to see more such videos.